Piers Morgan launched into a fiery debate with guest Joy Reid after being quizzed about her firing from MSNBC and why she has repeatedly played the race card. On Thursday, July 17, the 60-year-old broadcaster returned to his YouTube show where he asked whether she really believed race played a part in her cancellation of her MSNBC program, The Readout. Her program fell from a high of 3 million viewers per episode in its first year to a low of 1 million before she was fired. He began, "Now Joy, look, let's be honest. I don't think you were fired after all those years because of your skin color. Or because you're a black woman. I think you were fired because your show got increasingly unpopular. It happens all the time in TV. That's why you got let go. Why play the race card?" Reid, who had filed through a series of clips of his guest on CUNY Professor Mark Lamont Hill's podcast last week where she claimed white fragility shaped MSNBC execs' decisions, responded by accusing the British journalist of playing the race card. It didn't take long before a fiery debate ensued, after which Reid took to her own YouTube channel to warn about the then-yet-to-be-released interview, which she branded as a race-baiting ambush. In one of the clips, Reid had insisted that her ratings started to plummet after she said on the show that Americans were more moved by the plight of Ukrainians than that of the Palestinians because they were white. Reid said elsewhere, also, "I'm a black woman so I'm sure that makes Donald Trump angrier when I say things." She also said the black perspective on current events is not generally received very well in the news business. After being confronted with the clips on Morgan's show, Reid appeared to deflect his difficult questions. She argued, "First of all, I love the face that your play the race card is your version of the race card. You literally are so fixated on trying to racialize conversations with me, Piers." Morgan snapped back in response, "You play the race card. In more conversations in your 10 years at MSNBC, come on." The pair quickly launched into a heated argument, arguing over each other as they tried to defend their points of view. Reid maintained, "All right, the bottom line is you take an entire conversation that I had with Mark Lamont Hill and pick the bits you can racialize. This is your shtick. And I get that this is your shtick." Morgan shot back with a smirk, "Oh, you racialize everything, Joy." Reid countered, "I get it. I understand this is your shtick, Piers, and listen, game recognizes game," as the broadcaster laughed at her remark. The rest of the sit-down was similarly contentious, with both Morgan and Reid taking to social media to warn their fanbase about the 54-minute encounter. Taking to Instagram for a late-night live stream, Reid asked her fans, "Now, why did I go along with such an idea? Well, sometimes you do want to actually talk to people on the right and see if they've got anything interesting to say." Her new show, which she launched on YouTube on June 9, has roughly amassed 220,000 subscribers while Morgan's show boasts 4 million.